All right, so what we're going to get into now is the basic parts of a summary. And the components are actually pretty simple. The hard part about summarizing is doing a close reading of the text to make sure you're totally communicating the ideas that are in the text. So, just to review, what is a summary? Um, Summarizing is when you're going to communicate the main ideas about a piece of text in a way that anyone could understand what the text is about, even if they haven't read, seen, or heard the text. And one thing that is really hard a lot of times when you're learning how to summarize is that your job when you write a summary is to kind of ruin the story or ruin the text for whoever reads your summary. The idea is that someone should be able to read your summary instead of reading the text and understand what that text is about. So you don't leave anything out of a summary in terms of like not wanting to ruin the ending or not including some important detail. Include all the important details. So the basic parts of a summary are this. You start with the author, the title, and the text type when you summarize a piece of text. And I'm going to show you an example of that in a minute. And then you got to communicate the main idea of the text. Now in fiction, when you're summarizing like a fiction story, just describe the main conflict. That makes it pretty easy. And then you want to include important details that relate to this main idea, or for a fiction story like we're going to do, the main conflict. So in fiction, you really focus on the characters, describe the setting, and then describe important events in the plot, especially including the climax. You want to ruin the story. The idea is that when you write a summary, you want to assume that the person you're writing to has never read the story, and you're going to totally ruin it for them. You're going to tell them the entire story just in a more condensed version. And so the big idea with writing a story, author, title, text type, main conflict, details that relate to describing this main conflict and saying and how it ends. And the big idea behind summary writing is that spoilers are good. All right.